I've just completed the first leg of the Cinque Terre trek from Monterosso to Vernazza. The first 5 minutes is a steep climb upstairs, and then the rest of the journey was a combination of flat, steep stairs, flat, steep stairs, flat, rough stairs, until you get to the top of the ridge, and then it's all downhill all the way to Vernazza, which is where I am now. The whole journey took about 2 hours, but that's because I made a lot of photo stops, and I had a couple of unusual stops too. More details in the blog link below. But not sure whether going in the reverse direction, if there's a little less uphill than coming from Monterosso, but I did enjoy coming over this way because as soon as you get to the top of the ridge, the town of Vernazza just appears in front of your eyes, and it's just magical, and you just view it all the way down as you come down here. So I've just had lunch, been for a swim, now I'm off to the next section. Okay, I've just finished section 2 from Vernazza to Corniglia, and it took me just under an hour and a half. If you're a fast walker and don't make any photo stops, you could probably do it in an hour. Here we are at Corniglia. I started at 1:30 in the afternoon while the sun is high, and it's so hot at the end of June that it makes the hike a little bit harder, so bring plenty of water with you. The hike started off pretty much level to begin with, and then had a steep climb up to the top of the ridge, and then a steep climb down to come to this town. So it doesn't matter which direction you come, you're going to have a steep climb either way. The steps are not smooth steps, they're rough rocks, so make sure you've got good walking shoes, and again, lots of water. I should also add that if you can do these hikes in the morning before midday, the better for you during the summer period. However, the photos are much clearer when the sun is up midday because it shines up on the towns and lights them up, so you'll get better photos. So you choose what's more important for you. Here I am in the village of Manarola. I've just completed the third section from Corniglia to Manarola, and it took 2 hours. Now this is because the usual trek in the national park between the two villages, and even further on to Riomaggiore, which is the last village, it is now closed to the public. It's been deemed unsafe. So if you still want to walk to the final 2 towns, you have to go up and over the ridge. So leaving Corniglia was a 30 to 40 minute steep climb up. In the heat of the day, it was extremely hard. But once I got to the top of the ridge, it was flat all the way around the ridge until we reached a town. I think it's called Vernazza. And then it was a gradual decline all the way down to Manarola. So if you did it in reverse, you would have the gradual climb up to that little village of Vernazza. Nice even ground all the way to the T-junction, and then a steep climb down to Corniglia. So up to you which way you want to do that. And the next section from Manarola to Riomaggiore is basically up a ridge and then down a ridge, up and down. I think I've run out of time today, so I'll have to do that tomorrow. Good thing though is on those last 2 treks is completely free. You do not need to have the Cinque Terre card because those trails are not in the national park when you have to go up and over the ridge. You're actually walking through farmers' land and orchards and vineyards. So it's a different kind of hike and feel with the last 2 trails. And actually the last section of the trail I just did was a bit boring. You kind of hit civilization, walk on the main road, through a car park, etc., etc. So out of the vineyards and into civilization. But hopefully those tips will help you with your Cinque Terre walk when you go. The last section is between here, Manarola, and Riomaggiore, which is also closed to the public. The only way you can walk between the two villages is a steep climb up a ridge and a steep climb down the ridge. Here is a picture of what the ridge looks like. You can see Manarola on your right-hand side and the ridge on the left. I think I might leave that for tomorrow morning when the weather is cooler. Been a long day today. I think I'm going to go and have a seafood dinner. Just like to finish off to let you know what's included in the Cinque Terre card. Not only do you get access to the park, you also have unlimited train and bus travel for the day or for the time period that you've purchased. You also get free access to the toilets at the train stations. Otherwise you need to pay €1. While in the toilets you can fill up your water bottle if you don't find any water fountains in any of the villages. And you also get free Wi-Fi access at the train stations. You get your own username and password on the back of the ticket. So for more detailed information on the Cinque Terre trek and for useful links, click on the blog link below. Safe travels.